Arrgh, it's Redbeard, and we're here doing another wildfire mitigation assessment here on this property. We're on Seagull Lake today, and I just see a couple things here I wanted to point out to you guys so that you guys are aware of what types of things we look for when doing wildfire assessments. So right here, I'm within 50 feet of this structure. So what we try to do is we try to create a 50-foot defensible space. What I'd like to see is all these small diameter balsams reduced and disposed of. Everything basically up to 4 or 5 inches in diameter at breast height. So otherwise, for the most part, this property has been fairly well treated. We're right here next to the lake, steep cliff down to the lake. Another thing that I see here that catches my eye is that the exterior of this structure is finished with some type of sealant product that helps keep the logs from catching embers and igniting. So that's a really good thing I see. The other thing I see is, it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but this roof is actually ceramic or tile or steel. I can't really tell, but what I do know is that it's not an asphalt roof, so that's a really good thing. It's really hard for embers to land on that roof and take. So those are a couple good things that I see. Now I'm gonna walk around here and show you guys the other side of this structure. I've got pretty good concern about what I see over here. So we walk over here and we look down in this. So this direction is facing the west. Actually, it's kind of southwest. And the reason that I'm really concerned about this area, you can see how thick it is, and we're within that 50-foot defensible space zone. So I'd like to see all of the smaller diameter balsams, everything up to 4 or 5 inches, be reduced and disposed of from here, because generally fire tends to travel north and west. Lately we've been having a lot of swirling winds. It's really hard to predict which direction these fires are traveling, and we have a lot of active fires burning here in the boundary waters and in the Superior National Forest. And so, you look at stuff like this along the driveway, and all this stuff really needs to get cleaned up, because when fire crews are here and they're deciding whether or not they want to go down your driveway to defend your structure, a couple things they look for. Number one, you can see down here, got a sprinkler head right there. So we've got a sprinkler system here, which is a really good indicator, and the fire crews will see that and they'll say, okay, we got a chance on this structure, let's give it a try. But when you see stuff like this, and it's really encroaching on the driveway, they'll see something like that, they'll see a nice long driveway with all these fuels on both sides. Look at this side and that side, just tons and tons of fuels on both sides of this property. So, if I were a firefighter and I didn't know this area, I wouldn't drive down this driveway, even though when you get down to the structure is actually really defensible. There's some room to turn around. This boat should get moved, so fire crews have better turnaround access. But there's just tons of flashy fuels along the driveway. I'd like to see at least 30 feet of treatment on both sides of this driveway. All of this stuff here, let me get right in on it. Look at this, okay? Small diameter, okay? This is all small diameter stuff. Look at this, right here. Look at this little guy right there. So all that type of stuff. Look at this one here, this one's dead. This has gotta go. So there's quite a bit of treatment that needs to happen here. I'd like to bring the machine in and remove all of this stuff and take it down to the Firefighters disposal site. So that's the game plan here. Let me show you guys one more thing here. Look at this, deadfall right there. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but that's no bueno. And then if we go over here, look at all these branches, they're all encroaching on the roof. That's no good. All these small diameter balsams, these can all go. So there's quite a bit of treatment to do here, and we're gonna recommend basically doing all of those things that we talked about in this video to the homeowner. So If you need to have, wildfire assessment done on your property, reach out to me, redbeard.works/request, fill out the form, I'll give you a call, we'll set up an appointment, and I'll come by and take a look at your property and make sure that your property is gonna be firewise. I'll be up here starting and monitoring systems over the coming days and weeks, and I'm happy to help you guys out. I'm not charging for any wildfire system starting, stopping, monitoring. It's by donation only. If you only have one 20-pound propane cylinder, I can get you another 20-pound propane cylinder, so then we have 2 cylinders and we can circulate them in and out. But that's it for this. Check me out, redbeard.works/request, fill out the form. We'll swing by and we'll make sure that your property is fire wise. So I'm Redbeard, and I appreciate you guys for checking this out. Everybody stay safe. See you soon.